Yay! Well, I am back with Kiara.
Yeah, that's me.
I haven't shot one of these videos in forever.
Inspiration. At all. No space, turbulence, people like peeking over my shoulder. I gotta just restart essentially. Very bad for you. Specifically creating TikToks on packaging stickers. I just want to be the bearer of PTSD.
And welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with another special guest, but you should already know who she is. Yay! Well, I am back with Kiara.
Yeah, that's me.
However, this time we are not talking about Squid Game. I mean, you can if you'd like, but we're not talking about that. In fact, we are going to be doing creative questions with Kiara. Alright, let's get this part started. Fire up the questions. Alright, question number 1. Please tell us about yourself.
Alright, so hi guys, as you know, I am Kiara Mendaros, and I'm also the creator of the Friends in Tracksuits project. Yeah.
Alright, now, creator of the Friends in Tracksuits project, but about yourself creatively though, like what kind of artist would you say you are?
Yeah, so I would say I am a digital artist, though I have more experience as a traditional artist, so a little bit of a mix of both.
What would be the difference between a traditional artist and a digital artist?
Yeah, so traditional artists usually use media that you use with your hands.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, I typically use pen and paper, or rather pen and pencil and eraser. Traditional artists also use like paint. I dabbled in watercolor a little bit, but I don't have enough experience to say I'm a watercolor artist. Whereas digital artists, they use, of course, digital media. So some people use Procreate, other people use other applications, but yeah.
Which application do you like using for your digital projects?
So because I'm a beginner digital artist, I use a application called Procreate, which is available on the Apple Store. It has a very beginner-friendly user interface. So
that's good. I think that's one of the things I like about Apple products too. They're very friendly, like user interfaces as well.
Exactly.
So nice. All right. Well, if you're starting digital art, Procreate's the way to go.
It is.
All right. Well, let's get down to business. All right. So, question number 2, one of my favorite questions. Please tell me about your creative process.
All right. So the first thing I need to start being creative is inspiration. Yes. I have an idea in mind that sparks joy, and as soon as I get that spark, I blurt it out onto my iPad. So I need that in order to create a piece that I truly enjoy and can finish from start to finish. And yeah, it's essential.
So like from idea to iPad to finished finished project, how long do you reckon it usually takes?
It depends on the scope. Like for my stickers, my Friends in Tracksuit stickers, that can take anywhere from 30 minutes to multiple days. I will say your sticker took me the longest. It took me like many days.
Was that because of the hair?
Yes, the hair.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for Nayo's sticker, I rendered every individual piece of hair strand. So, yeah, that one was definitely a great learning piece.
Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't even take that into consideration. Well, sorry about that.
No, it was great, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I'll be using this sticker once I get it. I'll be using that as most of my, like, Avec Nayo profile pictures. So, yeah, especially, like, because I quite like the face that you gave me in the sticker. So, that'll be, like, my new Avec Nayo logo. So, yeah.
For his application, when he applied for a sticker, he said he wanted to be brooding.
Yeah, that's true. Because that's how I felt whilst I was in Squid Game the whole time. Just like...
It's true.
Now, you said that I like the phrase, ideas that spark joy.
Yes.
What are some things in your daily life that kind of spark joy for you to get the inspiration to do a project?
Pretty much any of my hobbies. So I really like playing video games and watching anime. So if that intrigues me to create a character in a specific fantastical setting, then I'm like, oh my goodness, I have this idea for like a fairy that looks really cool, or maybe like a knight that's really edgy, and then I just kind of like put it out onto a piece of paper, and yeah. That's
dope. I think that's cool, like, consuming media that inspires you to make the media that you kind of want to make as well. Consuming content that inspires you to make content or whatever. I think the influencers are great. That's all I'm trying to say. I haven't shot one of these videos in forever, so please bear with us. Bear with me. I haven't interviewed anyone in ages, and I'm very happy to see Kiara in the flesh here in Japan. So this is like a very special day for me. So my interviewing skills are probably a bit rusty. Alright, well, let's continue on to question number 3. Alright, here we go. What do you need to have in order to be creative? For example, a comfortable place, a certain drink, comfy socks, etc.
Yes, so definitely inspiration, but I already talked about that. I'll say the second most important thing I need is comfort. Recently I tried to draw in a plane, and that was not comfortable at all. No space, turbulence, people like peeking over my shoulder, and yeah, pretty much. So that was just not doable at all. Ideally, I'd be at home with my iPad stand and my kitties, you know, and that's just perfect for me.
That sounds dope.
Yes.
Now that sounds very cozy. So at home, kitties, iPad stand, any particular drink, like, I don't know, coffee or like, you know, non-alcoholic beer in my case, or like hot cocoa.
Yeah, I do love drinks, but for aesthetic purposes, you know. My favorite drinks are maybe like a mocha or maybe like a cocoa, maybe tea. It really does set the mood.
Nice, very nice. All right, very cool. Well, let's keep going. Now, on the other hand, what can hinder your creative process?
Yeah, so pretty much the opposites of everything I said. Not having inspiration, or rather, when I try to go down this path that I was inspired by, and if it's just not working, but I continue to try to make it work, it ends up like just going more and more astray from what I initially imagined, and then I lose sight of what I initially had in my head in the first place.
Yeah, you can't force it.
Exactly, yeah. Like, the best thing to do for me personally is to just start over from scratch. Not try to keep going, but just say, hey, I gotta just restart, essentially.
When do you realize that it's time to start over? Like, for example, with me in music, there'll be times like, you know, I try to force something, and I think for me, if I spend about like 30 minutes on it and I just don't feel it, or if I have like, you know, if I get to like 10 tracks, like in the DAW, so like, you know, I'm making a song, I get to like 10 different tracks, and like I don't like anything I've done, I'll be like, all right, I'll start over. But for you, like, what's like the equivalent of that for you? Like, when do you get to the point where you're like, yeah.
So there are multiple steps in my drawing process. The first is sketch, the second is line art, and the third is color, and the fourth is render. When I get past sketch and then I get to the line art, and even after the line art is done, I'm still like, man, I'm not happy with this. At that point, I'm like, I've already gotten this far, because line art is a pain. I finished the line art, but I'm still looking at it, and I'm like, you know what, I just don't like it. And then I realized, you know what, I tried to force this next step when it was not ready to make it to this point. So yeah, just looking at the line art and being like, no, I don't like this, essentially.
Yeah, when you know, you know. Don't force it. I mean, like, that's the one thing I really do like about creative endeavors, and I respect about creativity, is that it can't be forced.
Yes.
Like, you can't just like push a button and it comes out.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't work that way. All right. Well, speaking of creativity or forcing things or not being inspired, question number 5: how do you deal with a block in creativity?
Oof. If only there was a button to reset your block. But yeah, whenever I'm just like, after going through 5 stickers, let's say, and I'm just, wow, I'm just frazzled right now, I want to continue but I can't. You just need to take a step back, essentially. So what I do is I take a step away from my desk, and maybe I walk my dog, or maybe I play video games, or maybe I eat a bunch of food. Just something to clear my mind away from art. So whether that's filling it with, oh my god, my dog is so cute, or oh my god, this game is so fun, I think that's the best way to restart and have a fresh mind, essentially.
What's the best food to restart? What do you reckon? Or like, what are your most favorite foods right now to restart with?
Geez, well, I'm in Japan now, so I will say in Japan the sushi is really good. And also I want to say pastries as well. I
Yeah.
love the pastries. But when I'm at home in America, I love whatever is super duper unhealthy. I don't know if you've heard of carne asada fries.
Carne asada fries. It's basically like fries with carne asada on them, right?
Yeah,
But
like
do
think
tell.
about nachos, except instead of nachos, like the chips,
Yeah.
you just have fries.
Yeah,
so
so
you
kind of
have-
like Tex-Mex poutine.
Yeah, honestly.
Hey.
Yeah, that's super tasty. Very bad for you, but
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Do you make it yourself, or do you go to like a local shop to buy them or something?
yeah, I buy them from a local shop.
I'm gonna put a picture of carne asada fries on the screen right now. Next time I go to the States, I know exactly what I'm heading for.
Yes, exactly. Very good.
Yeah, but I think like you do need like sometimes junky food to get your mind off of it. Like I
Yes.
think the same thing too. Like for me, if I have like a block of creativity, I might just take a bath, and of course like I'm drinking like non-alcoholic beers in the bath, but afterwards I'm like chips, maybe some ice cream,
Yes,
just
ice
something,
cream.
just sugar, some dopamine, just to get me going. Be
Yes.
Like, okay, all right, here we go.
Me too.
All right, very cool, very cool. All right, well, now I wanted to ask you another extra question.
Yes.
So we're gonna get to the last official question, but then I want to ask you one more question specific to you.
Yes.
But this is my favorite question, so be careful how you answer it. But question number 6: what would be your ideal creative retreat?
Ooh, that's a good one. So I work remotely, and not only that, but I also don't have a car.
But you don't have a car?
I don't have a car.
I did
no.
not know that.
Yeah, so in
Yeah.
America without a car, I know it's crazy. But yes, so I spend most of my time at home, and although I love it, I'm very lazy and it's great. I miss cafes. And back in university, back when I lived in a dorm, I would visit cafes often and do work there often. And I think it's just a great place to be productive and stay productive. You have your drinks, you have maybe a little pastry on the side, you have your own little desk and space, and you can put your AirPods in so you can just get in the zone. I think a nice cafe is a great place to get in the zone.
Yeah. So like, for example, like would you spend like a week going to different cafes? Or like
That'd
go to
be-
one specific town and then like every day different one? Or...
Like instead of bar hopping, your cafe hopping. I think that'd be amazing, actually. Yeah.
So like when you go to a cafe, how long would you want to spend in there creating? Like until the project's done? Just like the first 2 steps, like I guess the drawing and the line work. Like what would be like an ideal amount of time to be working in a cafe?
Definitely a certain amount of hours. I would say maybe like I could go up to 5 hours straight.
I feel like that's a good amount of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that before. I'd like back in university, I'd work from 4 a.m. to like 10 a.m.
At a cafe.
Yes, exactly.
So like you're there before like people start coming in, like the
Yes.
rush, and then you can see the morning rush, and then
Exactly.
after.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I think you're the first person to answer the question in that sense, like a specific type of establishment. Everyone's like, cabin in the woods and stuff. But like, yeah, a cafe. That's actually not a bad idea. And like for like, like a digital artist who creates stuff like for visual art, that I think that could actually really be useful and beneficial. Yeah. But if you had to, let's say you had to choose like a city or a town that has like a cafe list that you'd like to experience, where do you think you'd want to go for that?
So gorgeous nature is a huge plus. And although I will never be able to afford it, I know Switzerland is gorgeous. Yeah.
We should have won that money. We should have won the money. Oh, yeah.
That's where all the money would have gone.
Yeah. I would love to go to Switzerland too. Oh my goodness, we should have won the money.
It's gorgeous. The greenery, the waterfalls, everything is great.
Yeah, and then like the cafes, and then like the Swiss chocolate.
Yes.
And then like the cheese, the raclette or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, we should have won the money.
Oh God.
Spend it all on raclette. Just all the money. Just take it, take it.
Me at the cafes.
All right. Well, the next question I wanted to ask you is specific to your project, because I know you're doing the Friends in Tracksuits project.
Yes.
Do you have any other projects in the works or anything that you're doing in the future that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, so at the moment, in this point in time, I only have like 12 stickers done, but I have 30 applications.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so priority is to finish everything, but after I finish everything, I would really like to get into TikTok, specifically creating TikToks on packaging stickers.
Hey.
Yeah, so that'd be really cool. I have an idea where like each envelope that you get your stickers in, it has a sticker seal, and the sticker seal is one of 4 shapes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sure you can guess what shapes they are. So randomly it'll select which shape it is, and so it'd be a really fun thing for people to see, oh my goodness, I got an umbrella, or oh my goodness, I got a circle. So yeah, I think it'd be really fun to do.
What if you give someone the Dalgona shape that they lost with? It's like, more trauma!
That's what I want to happen. I just want to be the bearer of PTSD.
You get a circle. You get an umbrella.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Alright, well, we have another video coming up. So thank you very much for watching this video. And if you like Kiara and you want to see her art, I'll have all of her information at the bottom. Please like and subscribe to this video. Like this video, leave some comments, and subscribe to this channel if you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, that's okay too. But we'll see you in the next video. Alright, thank you very much. Bye-bye.